Hey there! Today we're diving into some real world scenarios to understand when exactly you can turn to the FAIS Ombud for help. I know sometimes all these different ombuds can be a bit confusing, but I promise by the end of this, it'll all make sense. So let's jump right in. First up, we have this question. Which of the following scenarios can be referred to the FAIS Ombud? The options are A. A representative of FSPA has negligently rendered financial advice to the client. B. A medical aid claim has been repudiated because of non-disclosure by the client. C. Both A and B. And D. None of the above. Now, the correct answer here is A. And here's why. The FAIS Ombud specifically deals with disputes around financial advice and intermediary services. So, if a representative of FSPA gave poor or misleading advice, it's a classic case for the FAIS Ombud. As for the others, option B falls under the Council for Medical Schemes, not FAIS. Medical aid disputes have their own special corner. Option C is out because only A qualifies, and option D is definitely not correct because A clearly falls under FAS. See, already one down, and it's starting to click. Next up, when may the FAIS Ombud dismiss a complaint? The options are A. If the complaint is pending in court, B. If it has been previously considered by the Ombud. C. If it has no reasonable prospect of success. And D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. All these are valid grounds for dismissal. Now let's look at another one. Nellie's father died, but his life insurer refuses to pay the benefits under the policy as he failed to apply for paid-up benefits on retirement. He was not advised of this requirement and was illiterate. Let's now look at the options. A. Nellie must approach the Financial Sector Conduct Authority to mediate the matter. B. Nellie has no recourse as the policyholder is dead and cannot pursue the matter. C. Nellie can lay a complaint with the financial services provider as she is a beneficiary on the policy. D. Nellie must appeal the rejection of the claim with the Registrar of Short-Term Insurance. The right answer is C. She can lay a complaint with the financial services provider since she's a beneficiary. If they don't resolve it, she can escalate it to the Long-term Insurance Ombud. Now, I know you might be thinking, why not the FAIS Ombud? Well, that would only be the case if this was about bad advice. Here, it's more about the payout. It's all about knowing who handles what. Now let's just take a moment and look at why the other options are incorrect. Option A, incorrect. The FSCA regulates compliance but does not handle individual complaints. Option B, incorrect. Beneficiaries can still pursue claims even after the policyholder's death. Option D, incorrect. The Registrar of Short-Term Insurance handles short-term policies, not life insurance. Next, we've got Patrick. Patrick owns a petrol station and took out an all-risk insurance policy with Menos Insurers, a registered insurer and FSP. Over the last 6 months, his insurance premium was deducted twice each month. Menos did not resolve his complaint. Where can he take it next? A. FAIS Ombud. B. Ombud for short-term insurance. C. Ombud for long-term insurance. D. Financial Sector Conduct Authority. The correct answer is B. The Ombud for short-term insurance. That's because all risk insurance is classified under short-term insurance. In this case, it's not about advice. It's about how the policy is being handled. So, the Ombud for short-term insurance is the place to go. See how it's starting to connect now? A light. Now let's just take a moment to look at why other options are considered to be incorrect. Option A is incorrect. FAIS Ombud is for advice-related disputes, not billing errors. Option C, incorrect. Long-term insurance. Ombud handles life policies, not business property. Option D is also incorrect. The FSCA is a regulator, not a claims resolver. All right, let's keep the momentum going. You've done amazing so far. Let's power through the next 3 questions. What is the definition of a complaint? The options are A, when a client suffers a loss due to an insurer, B, when a client suffers a loss due to theft, C, when a client suffers a loss due to an action performed by the FSP, and D, when a client suffers a loss due to the financial product provider. The answer, C, when a client suffers a loss due to an action performed by the FSP. A complaint under FAIS is all about dissatisfaction with services or advice provided by the FSP that leads to financial loss. Option A is more of an insurance dispute, handled by the Insurance Ombud. Option B, theft is a criminal matter, not really a financial dispute. Option D is only relevant if the financial product provider's actions are linked to advice from an FSP. See the pattern? If it's about advice, it's FAIS. If it's about the product itself, it's insurance. Now, let's look at Ayanda's scenario. Ayanda lodged a complaint against her financial advisor, claiming she was misled into buying an unsuitable product. The advisor didn't respond within the required 6 weeks. Ayanda then escalated the complaint to the FAIS Ombud. What is the FAIS Ombud's duty in this situation? Let's take a look at the options. A, automatically rule in Ayanda's favor due to no response. B, investigate the complaint fairly, allowing the advisor a chance to respond. C, refer the case directly to the FSCA for enforcement action. D, dismiss the complaint because the advisor didn't respond on time. The answer is B, investigate the complaint fairly, allowing the advisor a chance to respond. Even if the advisor didn't respond on time, the Ombud is still required to investigate impartially. Both sides need to be heard. Now, I know it might seem like the Ombud should just rule in her favor, but FAIS doesn't work that way. It's about fairness. Here is why other options are incorrect. Option A, the Ombud does not rule automatically without investigation. Option C, cases are only referred to the FSCA after Ombud processes are completed. Option D, a late response does not mean automatic dismissal. Finally, let's look at John's situation. Kevin, which is John's father, took out a funeral policy through a union group. Upon his death, the funeral policy did not pay out as Kevin did not apply for the paid-up benefits, a stipulation he was unaware of. All his children were nominated as beneficiaries. His son John is not happy with this and wants to take the matter further after already approaching the financial services provider. What are John's rights? A, John is powerless as only Kevin can pursue the matter. B, John can pursue the complaint with the Short-term Insurance Ombud. C, John can pursue the complaint with the FAIS Ombud. D, John must inform the authority of the behavior of the financial services provider. The correct answer is C. John can pursue the complaint with the FAIS Ombud. As a beneficiary, John has the right to lodge a complaint. Normally, since it's a funeral policy, which is long-term insurance, the Long-term Insurance Ombud would handle it. But here's the catch. Always read your options carefully. In this case, the Long-term Insurance Ombud is not listed as an option. That means the complaint is treated as a matter of bad advice or poor communication. Kevin wasn't informed about the paid-up benefits requirement, which suggests negligent financial advice, something the FAIS Ombud handles. See? Even beneficiaries have a voice. Why the other options are incorrect. Option A, incorrect. Beneficiaries can still lodge complaints even if the policyholder is deceased. Option B, incorrect. Funeral policies fall under long-term insurance, not short-term insurance. Option D, incorrect. The FSCA regulates financial institutions but does not mediate individual claim disputes. Congratulations on making it this far. How did you do? Tell us which question you found the trickiest. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more RE5 tips and quizzes.
RE Mastery. Learn, master, and excel.